Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in this webinar. So today, this co-hosted by Imasity, Amazon, and Shopmatic. Yeah. So this is a webinar about, as you can see, e-commerce. So how to effectively leverage AI and SEO for e-commerce. Yeah. Okay, so maybe a little bit of introduction about Imasity. We are a WSQ approved training organization. WSQ means the Workforce Skills Qualification. So this is the government body that training providers, if they issue certificates called Statement of Attainment. So it's recognized by the Singapore government and naturally in that case employers also. Okay, so our course fees are well, there is funding for the various courses, 50%, 70% for people of various age and nationality. Yeah, the course fees are SkillsFuture credits and NTUC UTAP eligible. NTUC UTAP is the if you sign up for their paid membership, you can get reimbursement on course fee balances that you paid. Just a brief introduction. Okay. Okay. So this evening we have four main speakers. Yeah. Here I will introduce you to the various speakers, and later they will introduce more about themselves. Serene is our e-commerce trainer, yeah, from Imasity. So she'll be talking about 2022, 2023 digital and SEO trends, how to leverage content pillar strategy, yeah, how to use ChatGPT to create content. Yeah, so her portion will spend about 35 minutes. Yeah, you can put in the chat if you have some questions along the way as she present. Yeah. Next will be Hui Qi from Amazon Ads. She's the marketing program manager at Amazon. So she'll be talking about how SEO and content can be utilized on Amazon.com. Okay, this topic will range about 20 minutes. Next will be our guest speaker invited by Amazon, Genghis. Yeah, he's the co-founder of Pakistan. Right? Yeah, so he will be talking about his experience and using ChatGPT when selling on Amazon.com. Yeah, be very interesting. Later you can listen to Genghis speak. So his portion will be about 5 minutes. Yeah. Lastly will be the Nidhi from a brand manager of Shopmatic. She'll be going through how to use AI tools to enhance pictures and videos. Okay, so Shopmatic is the platform that we teach in during our e-commerce course. Yeah, so she'll be describing a bit more about Shopmatic also. Yeah, it's a very user-friendly tool. Yeah, has easy to start off. There's no monthly fees if you don't want when you're starting out. So it's yeah, friendly on the pocket also. Okay, so without further ado, I hand over the mic to Serene, who will be talking about the trends, content pillar, and ChatGPT. Okay, over to you.
Thank
Serene.
you very much, Eng Yao. Hi, everyone. It's a pity I can't see your face, but say hello to us. Keep the chat engage. Hi, Elaine. Everyone's good? Okay. Hi, Nicole. Keep it coming. Have you guys had your dinner? It's 8 o'clock. Hello. Hi, Sunil. Hey. Pranava. Jadish. Hello. Hi. Good to see everyone here, okay? All right, thanks so much for the engagement. So keep it coming for all our speakers, all right? Sunil, hello. Keep it coming. And if you have friends who might be interested to pick up e-com skill, I think it's a great opportunity to send the link to them like right now. okay, I guarantee you, you're doing them a big favor. Okay, do it right now for them, okay, before we start. All right, okay, so welcome to my world. A quick introduction about myself. I started in this industry in the year 2001. All right. At that time, people, when they want to apply for jobs, we need to print out what? We need to print out their resume and cover letter and put a 50-cent Singapore stamp, and we mail out, like snail mail out one job application at a time. So those were the days, no online, not much, right? And we built the biggest job portal across Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand, etc. Right, and that's jobs DB, right? So for me, I always have been the media side. Okay, so I also used to be the general manager of iProperty Singapore. That's property vertical. I used to also take managing director of the career builder, and we have many verticals there, like the scholarship portal, education portal, like undergraduate job portal as well, right? And the reason why I introduce myself is because then you know that for us, it's not about 100 of traffic or 1,000, it's about millions of traffic. So we have the experience to build millions of traffic, right? Using different kind of channel. So what you can learn from me is that how you're able to generate traffic at a fraction of the cost. And that's very important as a marketer and as a business person. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show my slide. If you kind of don't see it, let me know, okay? So at least I can take some action. All right, everybody can see it, huh? Okay. Oh, how come it went to the last slide? Just a moment, okay? Right, let me try it again. Can everybody see the slide? Just give me a quick heads up before I begin. It was yesterday. See, it goes to the last slide. Some issue. Give me a moment, huh? Okay, great. Everybody can see. Maybe someone help me. Just give me a heads up. Okay, where I continue. I'm going to just check that it's all okay. Yes, thank you, Sunil. Thanks so much for your help. Appreciate that. So this is the program as Inyao mentioned, right? The whole gist of the program, first of all, we have invited Amazon, right? And to talk about how we can use AI to build marketplaces, right? And we've invited Showmatic, right, to talk about how you can use AI to build e-commerce website. Yes, so that for example, your images are attractive, right? And people click on your product pages to increase the click-through rate, right? And then people were what look at your product pages and start to buy to increase your conversion rate. So we're going to teach you how to use AI to do that. Okay, so both the speakers will do that, right? And for me, connecting the dots right now, I'm going to teach you, first of all, when you have an e-commerce website, your traffic to your e-commerce website is zero, right? Zero, right? So how do you generate traffic to your website? Is by SEO. And SEO, you can say that it's free if you know how to do it. But SEO is painful, really painful and very tedious. So for me, I'm going to teach you how to use AI to work on SEO, to generate traffic to your site. All right, so how these three topics link together again. If you can, send the link to your friends right now. Okay, so this is the gist of what we will do in the next hour and a half. Okay, so moving on very quickly. Okay, so there are three things I will teach, right? Just in these 30 minutes, three things here. And first, I will go through the mega trends. Okay, we must learn about mega trends, right? Then we know how to capitalize. What has evolved, we need to know, right? Then we'll be a better digital business person, right? There will be, I think, 8 or 9 trends I'll be talking about, and I'll teach you how to leverage on that. Then I'll go into our topic in proper. Why do we use SEO? And then the last part, how do we use ChatGPT, right, as one of the AI tools on your SEO? Okay, so just 3 things you're going to learn from me. And I promise you that at the end of this 30 minutes, you will have at least one actionable strategy that you can use. Just remember one. Okay, every speaker, just remember one. All right, now here you go. 2023 trends and beyond. That's my first topic of the day. Okay, so quite detailed, right? This slide. The first one is hyper personalization. Not just personalization, but hyper. That means to say we need to produce content that's really personalized to a persona. I give you an example. If I sell pillow, I just don't say I sell pillow or bamboo pillow or maybe cotton pillow. All right, that's not personalized. If I do hyper personalization, I would say in my article, an SEO article on my website, I would say types of neck pillow, types of pillow suitable for the lower back pain patients, types of pillow for people who snore. Do you see how hyper personalized this is? Why do we do that? Because we know the trend that when you hyper personalize your content offerings, your users will give you their personal data. Okay, next one, real time ultra convenience, right? Not just convenience, but ultra. So it's real convenient end to end. So you're talking about if you're building your website, your app, right? From the time they see your post, right, or know about you, aware of about your product, all the way to they receiving their product or post-sale service to become your repeated customers, right? That has to be ultra convenient. At a click of a button with great UI UX. That's ultra convenience. And then moving on to cutting edge, that whole process, the whole experience is actually superior. Memorable, right? Delightful experience. What are the adjectives you want to use? Is it delightful? Is it memorable? Is it fun journey? What do you want people to remember about your brand? That will be a cutting edge experience. So the whole process will speak of that experience you want to share, okay, on your brand values, okay? Now, so don't forget about the, planning your whole business end to end, all right? With that cutting edge experience that shows your brand. Don't just say that, oh, we are fast, right? No. But what is your brand all about, right? If it's about fun, yes, it's about nurturing, then it's that. So it has to be end to end, right? Moving on to community. Now, we know right now the trend is that people go and sit within communities, your interest group, your passion group, right? So what it means is that if people, for example, the same example, my selling neck pillow, right? I have to be where they are, right? So there are many people who suffer from neck issue, like my sister. Okay, I really feel it very strongly. My sister suffer a lot from neck issues, right? And as the modern lifestyle of us working on the computer and sitting down, our spine is affected. Our children, right, looking at their mobile, you can see my passion here, right? They are affected, right? So there are many groups out there of people crying for help, really crying for help. So if your brand, for example, my brand sell the neck pillow, different kind of pillow to help these people, I am going to be there in their communities. So don't forget, right? The trend is about community engagement. And the other aspect of community engagement is we all know about influencer, whether it's on TikTok, on Lazada, Facebook. People go into these communities, right? So we have to partner with those influencers. We don't care it's nano, micro influence. We have to form a strategy to reach out to their audience because their audience is your audience. You want to be in the community. You don't want to be the community that community that people say, hey, that brand is good. No, you should be part of that ecosystem. Yeah, clear, right? And then purpose. Sustainability is a purpose, right? So when we look at our children, right, they are quite different, right, from the people who are, I mean, maybe in the 40s and 50s. They live their life with a purpose in terms of what they believe in. It can be sustainability, right? They believe in saving the planet. It could be inclusivity, right? For race, gender, religion, body types, gender. You know what I mean, right? Or it could be their cause, it could be helping the people that is in poverty, especially right now because of the debt bomb and COVID. Many countries are in poverty. So they believe in the purpose, right? So if you start your business, you build your business on the value. Why do you build this business? There must be a reason. Let that purpose be known to your consumer, because these consumer, the millennials, will be the one who support that cause and the purpose. Okay, so these are 5 mega trends. So far so good. Okay, yeah, so far all right, yeah, a lot to go. Okay, a lot to learn. All right, the sixth trend will be a data driven. Okay, everyone here knows that data driven is being data driven is important. Okay, as digital marketers, what does data driven mean? That means, for example, if we advertise this ad group, okay, so let's say my neck pillow ad group, all right, I get better response than my lower back one, right? So I'm going to spend more money on my ad group on neck pillow. Yes or no? So that's called data driven, right? Traditional marketing like bus ad, for example, you can't see the data, right? So as a reminder of us, all digital business person, since we're advertising online, please use data, right? And this data has evolved right now very significantly to the next phase. We call it the precision marketing. Do you see at the bottom right? That's precision marketing, right? So instead of one, we're going to multiple. It's like archery, right? You have multiple targets. So your persona is multiple. Okay, I give you another example so that everyone here in the audience will hear very different example from me. Okay, so for example, you're a farm to table business selling grocery, right? You want to reach out to people, let's say Monday to Friday working mothers. Now, so you start advertise at 3 o'clock, yeah, to maybe 6 o'clock. And your ad focus about the convenience. All the vegetables have been chopped. They just need to put in the wok and they fry, right? But the other ad on Saturday and Sunday is different. It's about unboxing and the whole family together looking at different types of mushroom and fascinated, and becomes an education experience. Do you see there are two different creative, right? And when we talk to a lot of companies and we audit their paid media, right, we realize that they always use two, three ads, two, three kind of creative, but it's different. We need to be more precise to have different personas, so that when we target them, we dedicate our creative and copywriting for that persona, so that our cost of acquisition become lower. Okay, so this trend here from data driven down the way now to precision marketing. Okay, this is the sixth trend. Okay, so the key thing is, have you done it? Okay, have you done it, right? I'm going to move on to a little bit more about Singapore, right? So since we're in Singapore statistics here, look at the one in yellow. Okay, 66% of the people using mobile, all right? Okay, using mobile for making transaction, right? It's 66. They're using mobile devices. And when I look audit in some companies, oh, very surprisingly, I have one company, they rent cars, right? 95% of their traffic comes from mobile. So what does it mean here in terms of the trend? That means mobile first, right? So when you build your e-commerce site, right, that means you have to look at the mobile interface, all right, to make sure that it is good on the mobile platform. Okay, another trend here is mobile, right, responsive, mobile first lah. We call it mobile first strategy. Yeah, mobile first strategy, right? So this is the sixth trend. The seventh trend here, you look at the bottom two yellow dots, yeah? Now you see 54% of the shoppers who purchase online, right? Purchased online after they go to the physical store. That means they like to compare, you know. A lot of my friends like that, you know. Right, really. Yeah. Until now, sometimes I do that. The thing comes to me. I no joke, I'm very honest here. So 54% is very high, you know. That means to say, if you are operating on a retail model, physical store, it's time to think you need to have online. It's not an option that you need to have online. Okay, very clear about that, huh? That's the next trend that I want to share. Okay, the last trend here is using AI, right? Using AI here. Okay, so let me hide this one up. Using AI part here. Now, this I see all the days here. When we are a marketer, we start to ideate campaign concept, or what kind of campaign we want to run. It used to be taking like one month, right? 1 month. And I'm not talking about the ding ding dong dong. What is ding ding dong dong? Meaning to say, now when you have a campaign, you need to get your marketing manager, need to get a marketing director approval. Director need to get a CMO. CMO need to get a CEO. Ah, that's a lot of ding ding dong dong, and that takes a month, right? Everyone in the corporate world knows that, right? So it's discounting that. So just creating it takes about close to a month. But with AI, we can reduce it to 1 to 3 days. Isn't that amazing? You are cutting down 90% of the cost. So, and I haven't even talked about developing content, launch campaign, and measure impact. You see the number of days that is being saved. So what does it mean to you here, all business person, right? That means we are first saving money, right? So that marketers can be put to be more on a strategic kind of task. Yeah, we save costs, right? And they can put to more strategic costs. Yeah, and then what about first mover advantage? When people haven't adopt AI, you're gonna make much more because you're more efficient. So the question is, have you, right? And of course, again, today we brought together 4 speakers here. So you will learn how to adopt AI. All right. So AI adoption in marketing involves saving a lot of time. All right. Second one, not only time, which is not in the slides, you will have better conversion rate. Because back to my precision marketing, right? If you have 9 persona, don't you think your conversion rate will be better each one? So you will have better conversion rate. Okay, and the other thing is you are able to roll out your product faster, all right, because you see new audience segment better and faster. Okay, that you can see the trend better. So there you go. We have that 8 trends. So far, so good. Okay, interesting for you. Okay, keep the questions going. What is the link to? Okay, so I saw that. Great. Okay, so you know the 8 trends here, yeah? Okay, not moving too fast, huh? Now, with that, after you absorb this, I am now going to talk about SEO. Okay, very different topic. Okay, pause for you guys to remember. Okay, so I'm going to go into SEO right now. Okay, so why SEO? Just now back to the topic is I mentioned it is that when you start out with a website, your traffic is 0. So you need to generate traffic to your website. And all of us know that generating traffic to the website is expensive, right? It could be 50 cents per click, $1 per click, $2 per click. It's expensive, right? So we want to make sure that we know something that perhaps if we know, we don't need to pay media, right? So first, why SEO? Let's go to the 3 reasons here why SEO, right? First thing, ask yourself this question. What platform do you use? What platform do you research on when you last bought an item? What platform? Search engine? Yeah. Correct. Google? Yes. 95% of the market share, right? Okay, is actually search on Google. And I'll bring you here to this so that you can see it better. So let's say a user, let's say myself, I'm looking for a property. I want new property, right? So I search property new launch. Now on the right hand side, it's a little bit small, even very small for me. Okay, you can see about 100 to 1,000 search volume in Singapore. Right, that means every month 100 to 1,000 people search for this keyword, right? So potentially the traffic can be yours if they click on your link. So when a user type this keyword, look at the bottom one, the one is not under sponsor. That's called SEO, right? You want your web page to appear here, right? Not only here, it has to be high ranking, right? So it has to be page 1, page 2, and as high ranking as possible. Why as high ranking as possible? Everyone here, perhaps we don't scroll to page 3, page 4, right? We page 1, page 2, and then we will click the link, right? We'll click this link here, right? So number 1, the most important reason again is now why we go to search engine, because when people research for product and they want to buy up something, they go to search engine. So we must be there. Okay, we must be there, right? So that's how people do it. And just on my earlier slide, you see people search a keyword. When they search a keyword, it's not by the way they see an ad. No, they have the intent, right? And I call it in a marketing funnel, the conversion, the one in green, right? Conversion stage. So people are ready to be converted to be your customer, right? So that's why when you have an e-com business, you have your website, you have to know how to do SEO. Okay, because my second reason is because they have an intent, right? They don't just see a banner, right? But they search for a keyword, they have an intent. So we have to target them, right? And the third reason, of course, you know it already, is that there are many channels you see on the left hand side. There's so many things, right? You can do paid ad, content marketing, taboola, Facebook ad, plenty, right? Now, but that costs a lot of money, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we want to choose one that we don't have to really spend on media, right? So that's called free traffic. So there you go. This is the 3 reasons, right? That why we really need to learn about SEO. And SEO stands for search engine optimization. You're optimizing your website so that search engine like Google will understand your pages better. Okay, so far so good. I pause here for a while. So that's why we learn SEO, okay? So far so good. All right, 20 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so let me see, 20 minutes or 10 more. Okay, 8:40 plus. Okay, thank you, Inya. All right, so I move on to my next section here. Okay, then the last section already, right? So now we know we need to have traffic by SEO. We need to learn SEO. Then what are the key SEO trends? You need to know, right? And then how do we use AI? Okay, so here I summarize some of the SEO trends here. Okay, and there are plenty. But do you see I group all the trends together. This is very easy to learn, okay? So first one is actually the use of AI tool. Must know. Okay, later I'll demo, then you see why, okay? I'm also very excited. The second one is called a content cluster. So let me talk about some of the trends here, okay? So look at the EEAT. Now, Google say you not only must produce content, I want to make sure that your content, you are the expert, you are of authority, and I can trust your site and your whole experience is good because your page load fast, right? And Google wants to see maybe more informative product pages, right? And there are more users who use voice to search, right? Can you tell me this is this, right? To search. So what it means is that Google loves content, right? Google loves content. Okay, so I'm going to teach you one thing, like one tip that will be a game changer, right? So I'm going to put everything together, and then if we do this, we attack all these trends with just one action, okay? And we can attack all these trends, okay? So that means produce more content, right? So this is the concept of a content cluster. Now, if I ask you which one, A or B, how will you build a website, A or B? Is it the A or B? Okay. A is the one with the cluster. Okay. B on the right hand side without the cluster. Okay. So I can't see the response. Let me just pause for a while. A or B? A. Wow. Very good. Thank you, Woody. Oh, say A, huh? So clever. Why A? Can someone tell me? Okay. I wait. I know I run it little, but I can finish in time. Why A anyway? Stella, categorization, great. Synchronization, okay, lovely. More organized, yes, love it. Great. You guys are all pointing the right direction. Well done. Thanks for engaging. I hope to meet you guys again. Now, content clusters, I give an example. Like if I'm a travel store, if I don't segregate my content, how do Google know that I'm an expert? Example of the maybe a travel store, right? I can categorize, which is the old school way. I can categorize the orange one would be my luggage. The pink one could be my bags, right? The green one could be my winter jacket, right? That's categorization, isn't it? Or I can categorize the orange one is lightweight. Everything lightweight, no? So I have lightweight jacket, I have lightweight luggage, everything light. I want to travel light, so I can travel anytime, right? Lightweight, right? The second one then is something else, right? So I will have all articles about lightweight. What material is lightweight? Very important. Does lightweight means hardy and durable? Yes. What brands sell lightweight? How many grams do we mean is lightweight? Right? Who are the people who use lightweight? Right? What are the technology? Do you see that part? Now imagine you cluster this. Google will know you are the content expert. And if your competitor don't do it, who do you think Google will rank you higher? Of course, you will be ranked higher than your competitors, right? So remember, okay, this diagram, yeah, this is called content cluster. Later, I will just immediately show you using ChatGPT, how can we build content? Right? Because writing a content is nasty. It takes a long time. Not everybody can write, right? So I'll teach you that. So this one clear, yeah? Content cluster. The last one that I will show you here is the basic SEO step, because some of you have not learned SEO yet. So I take pain to just show you this part, okay? What is SEO, right? So first you need to research keyword, okay? So let's say you research keyword and then you will plant the keyword into your page so that Google understand you better, right? So that they rank you, right? And that one is called on page. You plant the keywords. And when you plant the keywords, okay, there's something called on-page optimization that is very important. The URL, the page title, and the meta description is kind of like the back end of your page. Now, how do Google knows that this page is about dog grooming? Because you name it for Google. And you name the page title, you see best dog grooming Singapore, the meta description and URL. So Google know that, oh, this page is dog grooming, but not awesome paw, right? Right? So it's not about a ABC pet company, no, but it's dog grooming, right? So you see this is called on-page optimization. So later we'll use ChatGPT to do this so easily, right? And you will know that you see all this copywriting is painful to write. I have students that without AI tool, they take about 15 minutes to do one. But I have another student, same class, no, my last class, no, they're using an AI tool, right? And then she do the whole website, 10 pages in 20 minutes. Really, yeah? Okay, so I will teach you this part here, and that's called on page. Okay, off page is like people linking to you. That's off page. For example, Straits Times link to you, right? The more authority website that link to you, your page rank go high. That means you are expert, right? So then Google will push you high ranking. All right. In short, it's like that. That's called off page. The last one is called technical. Technical is like your page must load fast, image smaller. Your source code must be written simple, no redundancy. So that's called technical, right? So in SEO, we do keyword research, on page, off, and technical. And I'm going to show you using ChatGPT in a moment on page. Okay. All right. So far, everybody all doing good? How much time do I have left? 5 minutes? Maybe? Let me know, Inya. Okay. Yes, around there, huh? So 5 minutes shall be it. Thanks, Inya. 5 minutes means 8:42. Okay. All right. So far, okay, huh? So, okay, I'm going to do a quick one. So I'm going to go straight, right, to here, right? So they're interest for people who have not tried ChatGPT, they're very interesting things like, let's say you can even do like, imagine you are writing a poem to your wife. Okay, maybe for me, to my daughter. How long have you not written a love letter to your wife? All right, or to your husband? Okay, so I'm gonna write a poem to my daughter, who she's doing her A level right now, so she complain about shitty literature. All right, complain about shitty literature because she got to study literature, right? And I want to console her, right? So you see, can do trivial things like that. Or you can write a complaint letter also. You can plan your travel itinerary as well. Oh, look at that, my dearest child. With each passing day, and I cannot see anymore. Right? Let me just go up just for fun. You see how good this letter. Okay, I hear your complaint in your own special way about those books and the shitty tales. I'm here to console you, to offer you some sale. Do you see it rhymes? So beautiful. Literature, my dear, may not always excite, but within its pages there is a world so bright. Oh, I also fall in love already. So nice. Do you see that? Are you excited? So you can do things like that. Okay. Now going to the SEO part. Okay. So remember, do love letter, itinerary planning, do whatever. Okay, so let's say so I say, okay, remember what I teach you about ChatGPT, using ChatGPT, yeah? Now, by the way, before I go in, there are many AI tools. I want to zoom out a little bit. There are many AI tools, right? You have Ban, you have the Baidu, Ernie, you have Google, the Google feature, we call it Performance Max. You have Facebook AI Sense, box. There's so many, right? There is Mid Journey, so many of them, all right? And ChatGPT is one that you really need to know, and it's almost like using Google. So you really need, though, it's a text-based one, okay? Built by open source, and Microsoft is one of the key investor. There are two, right? One is the freemium model, which is what I'm using right now, freemium model, 3.5 model, and there's a 4.0 paying model as well. Okay, as simple as that, yeah. So you will even see like ping, there is a button there where you can access ChatGPT, right? So you must learn ChatGPT. Right now, there are about slightly more than 100 million users since they launched it last year. Okay, now there's one rule when you use ChatGPT. That's all. One or two rules, right? So first you must give it a context. Imagine you are the SEO consultant. Okay, must tell them of a pillow company. Yeah. So write me 3 URL, page titles, and meta description. Right, and meta description. Okay, for the website, right? For the website. Okay, that's all. So you give them the context. Remember, when you do ChatGPT, must always give them a context and then be very specific what you want them to generate. Okay, I have a student who said that, but they give me instruction because you're not specific enough. Okay, so remember, there you go. It's such a pain to write page title. See, but they do it for you. Bingo, so fast, right? So discover a wide range of premium pillow. Do you see that how good it is? And they give you 3 for you to choose. Yeah. So when I teach SEO, I don't teach something that's just like that, so general. Because do you remember here we say a pillow company, not so general. When we normally do SEO, what we do is, let's say I take this for example. Now I'm doing SEO for a page, not for the whole website. So just now my instruction was very general. I purposely want to show this for you, okay? So let's say I'm doing meta description for this. I want to learn how to do the URL, page title, and meta description. I copy this again, and I go back to my this part here. Okay, you can just do an edit, and then you can just tell them what website, and then bingo. Do you see that? Right, so these are the page title. Yep, and you can see. Yep, and you see right now is better than just now. Okay, so you can see the company name is here. It's so much better. So I have illustrated for you this point here that we can use ChatGPT for doing the on page. And you have to be very specific, right? For a page, not the whole website. The last demo I want to show you is like a blog, right? So maybe, do you remember the content cluster I teach you? Very hard to write all these articles, right? So maybe you say, can you write me 10 or 10 articles title on neck pain? Okay, that's it. So we are doing ideation, right? I want to have 10 different kind of articles, right? There you go. Wow, so good. Look at that. And you see here on the right hand side here, you can even expand things. No, you can see expand. You just click here. Do you see the right hand side? I click, you can just do the expansion of it, right? Okay. And then they will provide more things. Okay, that part. The last one I want to show you, right? Okay, so here you see there are topics, but no good, no good. When we do SEO, we want to plant keyword. Remember, I teach you. So I go back to this tool here that belongs to Google. And then I start to generate a keyword, right? So let's say I just generate neck pillow, right? And I want to see what are the keywords that people in Singapore search when it comes to neck pain. And you can see the neck pillow, do you see here, is 1,000 to 10,000 search volume, right? And then you can see pillows for neck pain is 100 to 1K. So these are the keywords we need to plant in, but just now we didn't tell them the keyword, right? So now I'm going to plant in neck pillow because it has a very high search volume. Back to here. And what I do is very simple. I just do this and with the keyword, right? With the keyword neck pillow. And see what they give me. Because if you do that, then it's better SEOing because you're targeting a neck pillow keyword. So when people search for neck pillow, your page has a higher chance. Do you see all this neck pillow? See? Oh, so good. So nice copywriting, yet it's targeted SEO keyword. Wonderful, right? And my last bit is maybe I like this topic and I say, can you write an article? Okay, so I'm going to do, even sometimes spelling error is okay, right? And you see article. Now, my personal experience, I used to run so many content site, right? We used to pay 30 to 100 US dollar per article for people to write article. With this, for this standard article, I used to pay US 30 bucks. No joke. Then I get my editor to localize it. But right now, do you see the whole article is here? Goodbye to that cost. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. I have shown you how to use ChatGPT to cut down the work 90% down. And I pass you to the next speaker, In Yang. Thank you very much. Yeah, Woody. Amazing, right? Okay, I wish to share more with you, but later on then pass to the next speaker to you, Enya. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Serene.
Thank you.
I hope everyone found it very interesting on ChatGPT. Yeah, no worries. I think if you have some time at the back, you can ask Serene some more questions. Okay, so next up will be Hui Qi. She's from Amazon Ads. I'll pass over to her.
Hi everyone, thanks Ingyao and thanks Serene. Your part was very insightful as well. Give me a second, just pulling out my screen. Yeah, so hopefully everyone can see my slides, and I'll try to be quick about this as well. But thank you so much for having Amazon Global Selling as well as Amazon Advertising for this speaking session. So today I'll touch briefly on how search engine optimization works on Amazon, as well as how you can kind of utilize content and some like pretty exciting news announced by Amazon as well that can be utilized on our website. So before I go into kind of the meat of the document, actually usually Amazon Ads is like a pretty, in a way, like in an advanced kind of a topic for Amazon sellers, because you have to start registering and selling on Amazon first, ideally. So if you want to know more actually about Amazon Global Selling, how it works to start selling on Amazon, and also basically how you want to start advertising on Amazon, we have a lot of webinars. So please feel free to screenshot or take a photo of this page and visit the QR codes. So we have webinars that are coming up. And we also put all our recordings on our YouTube page. And for Amazon advertising, we also have an ads knowledge guidebook available for download, as well as some exciting YouTube series that we shoot in terms of how advertising works on Amazon as well. So a lot of learning resources for everyone. So today's agenda, I'll try to be quick, but I would also definitely like to start as an introduction in terms of how Amazon advertising works. And it's actually in a way very closely related to, how search advertising works. And then subsequently, how to optimize for search and content on Amazon. And then we'll leave any questions towards the end. So jumping in really quick, please pardon me if I'm speaking a little bit faster than usual. So the interesting thing about Amazon is that almost 75% of Amazon customers search for new brands and listings through Amazon, and they primarily do it via keyword research, right? You go onto Amazon and you essentially search for what you are buying. It's very similar to Shopee. Like, I want to buy oven today. I just go onto the Amazon app and I search oven, and essentially they come to Amazon as a place to buy products for unfamiliar brands. So the thing about Amazon ads is that it really helps you to drive awareness and demand for your products that you're selling on Amazon. And when we actually teach our sellers how to advertise on Amazon, we want to essentially kind of touch on it as a full funnel approach. So there is discovery, which most of the time involves someone searching for the product. It can be on Google, it can be directly on the Amazon website, but the action itself is very much searching, right? And how you as the seller or an advertiser want to optimize for that is by doing search engine optimization on Amazon as well. And essentially, the rest of the funnel is helping to increase your product sales as an e-commerce business, help to increase sales, help to increase customer reviews on your page. And all of this can be really optimized for search. But essentially, Amazon ads, we give you ability to build your brand awareness, help you reach relevant audiences who are exposed to your brand, whether or not it's on Google, or on websites, or directly on your product listing on Amazon. Subsequently, we also give opportunity to tell your brand story via content in terms of getting people to consider your brand. And then, of course, when people are ready to purchase your products, either on Amazon, essentially you are optimizing for ads, as well as the keywords that you use to make sure that your ads appear properly. And of course, to optimize your content in order to really lock down the final product purchase as well. So just as an overview in terms of what are some of the Amazon ad solutions that are available for our global sellers or our sellers selling on the Amazon platform. In terms of paid ads, we have what we call sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. All of these actually operate very much similar to keyword bidding in terms of bidding for the keywords on Amazon's search bar. And we also have free brand solutions, which is your Amazon store and other solutions as well, which is where you can really bring in content and bring your e-commerce store on Amazon to life. So essentially, just to quickly touch on, the bread and butter of Amazon advertising, we have something called sponsored products. So essentially, when, an American customer search on Amazon for the thing that they want to buy, for example, my example would be, toys, for example, right? They would key into the search bar toys, and they target by keywords primarily. And you are also able to target via product. But I would say that most of how the Amazon, advertising, Amazon consumer behavior works is targeting by keywords, because people search for what they need on Amazon. And essentially, when you use sponsored products on Amazon ads, it really helps to increase the visibility of your individual products. Your ads appear similar to how Google search engine works. These ads appear on Amazon at the top of the shopping results page and on product detail pages, which we also call listing pages. And this just helps you to drive essentially consideration and sales. So here, the goal here is to optimize the keywords that we are bidding for our ads for. And subsequently, we also have another ad product, which we call sponsored brands on Amazon. So essentially, this is a very beautiful visual kind of a ad creative, where it's again still cost per click, but it's customizable. So it helps consumers kind of discover and form a connection with your brand, because these ads, they feature rich creatives and content. You have the ability to upload your own videos that you have created. Maybe you've uploaded onto your brand's Instagram, your brand's TikTok, or YouTube. You can actually repurpose these video assets, for example, and upload it as a sponsored brand video ad, where it will appear again at the top of the search result page. And again, you bid for keywords to get your ad to show up on the Amazon search results page. So it basically, like it's a harmony of both, right? You bid for the right keywords and you also upload really nice content and creatives to optimize and, grab eyeballs in a way when it comes to the Amazon search engine. So this is the other ad product that we have. We also have something called sponsored display. So essentially, these are banner ads that appear on Amazon that just essentially help you generate awareness. These are display ads that appear on Amazon as well as off Amazon. So they can appear on, for example, news article page, Pinterest, for example, and your products can appear across different websites as well as on Amazon. And here we have both, product, keyword, as well as audience-based targeting for you guys to try. So the other kind of free kind of brand solutions that we also have would be the Amazon store. So when you start selling on Amazon, you can also create a store, which is essentially like your own brand.com back on Amazon, and it's fully customizable. So essentially, you can actually custom create your stores and dress it up however you want. I think here, this is where, some of the earlier tools that Serene mentioned, for example, getting AI generated images, very rich custom creatives. If you don't have the ability to generate, like pay for a photo shoot, you can explore using, like AI tools to generate beautiful images to put on your stores. So these are avenues or, channels that you can actually leverage all these tools and start selling on Amazon. And subsequently, we also have posts, which is something very similar to Instagram, but it is on the Amazon app itself. And, mainly our US customers, they scroll on the Amazon app, much like Instagram, to shop live, essentially, follow certain brands. And you can upload beautiful images that you have on Instagram onto the Amazon post. And it's essentially a shoppable kind of an Instagram post on Amazon. So these are some of the avenues. I'll touch on them a little bit more later. So just to kind of like give some quick tips in terms of how to prepare for your listings, for advertising on Amazon. I think a lot of people always ask me, like how to start advertising on Amazon, or, I get a lot of very frequent questions like, oh, the advertising cost is very high. I don't get conversions when I start advertising. I would say to most sellers or aspiring sellers on Amazon, the very first step before advertising is actually preparing a really good e-commerce listing page, which has to be search engine optimized, which has to have beautiful content. Then you will be able to build credibility with people who are looking at your new brand and getting them to buy a sale. So instead of really over focusing on advertising, we also often encourage sellers to think about how to optimize their listing to the best that it is. So Serene also mentioned, when it comes to search engine optimization, what you are trying to do is to get more traffic onto certain sites, right? So within Amazon, mainly the traffic comes from the inside search bar, because that's how people search for stuff and buy stuff on Amazon. And the second traffic source that they get is also the product detail page, which is the product listing page. And this is where we really need to optimize for search and also optimize our content. So essentially, you want to create, what we call blockbuster, a superstar listing page, and you can leverage keywords optimized for search by doing a few steps. So firstly, you want to optimize the search results for core phrases that are related to your product. So for example, if I'm selling toys, we do need to build a listing page that has phrases related to the product, the toys that you're selling, so that essentially you show up properly on the Amazon search results page. And this can also help you show up in a better way on the Google search result page as well. Secondly, you also want to take a look at references for competitors on Amazon. So similar, for example, if I'm selling in a toy category, I want to look at my toy competitors, other people selling toys, to really dig out the keywords that they are using, the features that they are using, and see whether I can take inspiration from that and build a keyword list and optimize the search engine for that. And then subsequently, essentially just pull common terms used by similar competitors, collect highly repetitive keywords to similar products as reference points. The other interesting thing about e-commerce is that you really want to read reviews, because reviews are essentially, consumer word of mouth, but online, right? And that's also the kind of language that people use when they search for something. So for example, if you're selling, for example, like a bathroom mat, right? Usually when you read the review, you see something like, oh, this is non-slippery or non-slip kind of bathroom mat. So, when you read reviews, you might be able to pick up certain terms like non-slip, that really appeals to the consumers. They want it, they will search for it, and you should have it on your listing site. So essentially, you tie it all across the search engine, optimize for your search engine. So essentially, you want to curate relevant search terms for your audience on your listing, so you can help consumers find your promoted products on Amazon. You ideally also want to build in search terms that tie in with your Google search strategy, and essentially include search terms that consumer may use to purchase the products. They should focus on products that are relevant to your product. Common keywords that increase the visibility of your product, like the key characteristic, the material, the size, the purpose. For example, non-slip. Do they want a fluffy kind of a bath mat, or do they want something very clean, like water absorbent? Different kind of keywords you want to farm. Enter the search terms, include them on your listing page. And essentially, there are some tips we recommend to sellers here, but essentially, what you want to do is to build a list of search terms, and we can download reports on Amazon to help you discover search terms that customers use as reference for both your advertising campaign keywords, as well as feature kind of keywords that you want to put in your listing page. And then subsequently, when it comes to content, how content works on Amazon, I would say two ways. Number one is definitely when it comes to the listing page, a strong hero image and strong, like secondary images for your listing page is the key to success, is the key to more sales and to more conversions. Very often times, when sellers don't get good return on their advertising, we often see that they uploaded maybe a very blurry hero image, and it just shows that your brand is not credible to a customer that has never encountered your brand before, right? So essentially what you want to do is to create very high resolution hero image, and subsequently upload beautiful lifestyle images as your secondary content, right? Whether you use a generative AI tool, or you purposely shoot nice content, this is where you want to optimize it for conversion. So some of the best tips that we always give to e-com sellers, provide more than 4 images. This is something that we also enforce actually, coming from my previous background in Unilever and P&G. These are the must-haves for e-commerce when you're selling online. Provide more than 4 images. They should all be high resolution. Your logo should be prominent. Usually the hero image has pure white background, and your product should be really high resolution, occupy at least 80% of the image area. And of course, as much as possible, upload a video or upload, nice lifestyle images to again build your brand on Amazon. And number 3, how content works on Amazon as well. The other thing that you should definitely optimize for is A+ content. Essentially, when people buy the product, they look at the product listings, even when you shop on Amazon, you see that we have something called A+ content. It's like an infographic, essentially, where, you talk more about your product. So for example, this is a coffee machine. You can bring in all the different features of your coffee machine. You can show pictures of, family, a couple, a new homeowner that is enjoying the coffee, because they are your target audience. So essentially, the A+ page is where you want to customize, bring up your product detail, and you do it via very strong content. It can be text that is search optimized, right? So you want to include features, again, details that you're talking about, like this is, a double steamer coffee machine, right? The word double steamer, for example, is a feature that people look for. So this is something you should optimize both, not just in the listing page, in the product descriptions, even the content should also create such content. So that essentially all this boosts your ranking on Amazon as well as on Google search engine as well. So again, these are some of the top tips we have. Essentially, when it comes to sponsored ads on Amazon, this is one big way how we optimize search on Amazon as well. So just as a brief recap, what is sponsored products on Amazon? It's a cost per click ad. So essentially you're advertising your products that you're selling on Amazon. And how it works is exactly like how in a way Google search engine works, right? You target keywords and you bid for keywords for your product. So for example, if I'm selling this Dutch oven, I will be bidding for keywords like Dutch oven or kitchen pot, for example, depending on what are the search terms I feel are relevant to the products that I'm selling. So you as the advertiser will be optimizing the keywords to see which converts better to a sale for you and which gets you more clicks, more impressions, and more conversions. Yeah, and I won't delve too much into this, but once you start selling on Amazon, how does SEO come into play? So a lot of new sellers or new advertisers on Amazon, they're like, I don't know which keyword to target. I'm not too sure, which exact keyword to target. Amazon makes it really easy to start advertising. We have something called automatic targeting. So essentially, you just let the Amazon algorithm run the campaign for you. So you'll set up one single campaign, which is the sponsored product, automatic targeting. And your goal here is really to expand your keyword list, right? I'm selling a Dutch oven, but do people really search for Dutch oven, or do they search for kitchen pot? Or do they search for metal pot? You don't know which is the right keyword to target and bid for. So you let Amazon algorithm search for you. And essentially, you download a report after you run the ad and you optimize for high-performing keywords. So this is how we get new sellers to start advertising and to start creating this and farming a high-performing keyword list on Amazon. And this might also help with your off-Amazon advertising. So this keyword list can also help you optimize for your Google search engine bidding as well, because we know that these keywords are essentially consumer behavior, right? How they search for a kitchen pot. It also can differ between Singapore and American sellers. So if you're selling to American sellers, you also want to understand how American sellers search, right? So in Singapore, I might be searching for kitchen pot, but in the US, they might actually call it something different. They might be very, very specific and call it a Dutch oven. So, it's something that we want to kind of understand who our consumers are and optimize our search results for them. Yeah, so just as a brief overview, sponsored products appear mainly this is on Amazon. So this is like top of search, this result page, listing pages as well as bottom of the search pages. And what Amazon does is that when you sign up as a seller, you get access to something called Amazon Seller Central, where there is advertising, and essentially there is ability for you to track your performance and also to see which of your search terms are working the best for you. Yeah, and I don't want to delve too deep into this. I'm so sorry. It's a bit more complex, but essentially, there are different targeting options that Amazon allows you to do. So you can bid for keywords and you can also bid for products individually. But I would say most of the time, Amazon really heavily relies on keywords, on search engine optimization. So that's essentially what we mean when it comes to optimizing for search on Amazon as well. This is just a brief kind of introduction. So for example, if I'm selling a wireless mouse, essentially Amazon also gives you the ability to target in a very broad way. Our Amazon algorithm might actually target people who are searching for a mouse, whether they're wireless or not. You can also target very specifically for people only searching for wireless mouse. And you can also search for products that are, for example, like substitutes or complements to your product of the wireless mouse. So, for new sellers, our automatic campaign will just automatically target all four of these targeting types before you start narrowing and creating a, optimized keyword pool for your search engine. And I think I also want to touch very briefly on strong content, essentially on Amazon. So we have the advertising tool called Sponsored Brands, which ties in very closely to your Amazon storefront. So essentially, this is an advertising tool that allows you to, really bring to life the content as well as the custom creatives that you have, as e-commerce business as well. They also appear on very prominent placements on Amazon. So again, at the top of the search result page, middle of the search, you have video coming up, so you can actually interrupt someone with a full video that if you click leads you to the product detail page. it also gives you opportunity to upload, custom images. For example, if you see the Bang & Olufsen, kind of lifestyle image, again, it's interrupt people browsing on Amazon and getting them to shop on your website. So these are some of the different touch points. And these are the ad formats, right? So we have videos, we have store spotlight, so it drives people to your Amazon store. You can even upload, custom images. So for example, any kind of beautiful lifestyle images, you can also upload them as an ad creative. And very exciting, we also have some big Amazon events happening recently. So just yesterday we have Unboxed Amazon, so which is a big ads kind of a keynote event for Amazon. And we have a lot of new kind of ad formats, right? And all ties into content and creatives. So we know that, the new generation, everyone is much more visual. They're much more attracted to looking at pictures rather than text as well. So essentially, we've not just, given advertisers the flexibility of videos, as well as, single images. Now we also do slideshow format, so you can actually upload more than one essentially lifestyle image and get people to stay longer essentially on your ad before they click onto the listing that you're selling. And just yesterday, they announced for the very first time that actually within the selling tool on Amazon, you can actually leverage AI to create videos for your sponsored brands. So it's super exciting news. I think it created a huge splash on LinkedIn today. Essentially, we've interviewed sellers, right? And one of the biggest blockers to them uploading a video on Amazon is that they just don't know how to create any kind of pictures or videos on Amazon. Maybe you might not have the resource, or you might not be confident in your skills, but it will make it a lot easier if AI could do it. And now we've actually really tapped onto that for our Amazon ads. So I'll quickly play a video before I end my segment, because I think this is really exciting. Hopefully it works. Oh no, it doesn't work. Okay, so I'll upload this and I'll send a link after this where you can watch the video. But essentially now on Amazon, you are actually able to essentially generate AI images on Amazon itself when you start advertising. Super exciting. So I'll quickly send a link after this. And essentially, I'll kind of wrap that up for our Amazon ads. Essentially, we really recommend sellers to update with custom images on their website. Again, use your unique brand assets to create a holistic brand experience on Amazon, and essentially, content creative, super important on Amazon for you to lock that final sale. So this is a case study by one of our service providers. They actually help to revamp a brand on Amazon, leading to better sales results, right? So this is something that we highly recommend to sellers. And definitely, just some summarization of the key takeaways. So Amazon does have an advertising tool once you start selling on Amazon. It's very self-service, very easy to start adopting and run your first automatic campaign. Some of the tips that I touched on today, right? Apart from just optimizing your Google search, when you actually do start selling, for example, on Amazon, it's very important to build a search optimized listing page with very strong content and optimized keywords, optimized product descriptions, everything that ties in with your search engine, you should implement onto your product detail page as well. It's also a great avenue for you to leverage creative content on your listing, on your stores, even for your ads. And we have something very exciting for sponsored brands, which is, essentially AI generated images. So you don't have to go and create or Photoshop new images. Actually, Amazon makes it so simple that you can just enter some keywords and you can generate AI images on Amazon itself now. So essentially, thank you. I'm so sorry I tried to hurry through this, but definitely any questions, do let me know. I think before I go, also, I'm not sure if Aubrey is on the call, which is my Amazon teammate, but essentially, I also want to plug, in case we're looking for sellers or sellers that are interested in selling on Amazon. Please definitely take a picture, screenshot, scan the QR code on this page to register your interest for the Amazon Global Selling Program. You get free dedicated account management for eligible companies. Definitely you can learn more about global selling, which means that you sell to overseas marketplaces. And of course, definitely join our Facebook group, where we have very strong Amazon seller community. So even if you've never sold on Amazon, there's a very welcoming seller community to kind of guide you through the selling process. So definitely join our Facebook group. Yeah, and Aubrey's here, so I'll also let Aubrey touch a bit on this.
Thank you so much, Richie, for the great presentation. Again, Nance, every time I hear about, her speech, I still learn a lot of new things. Yes, just as Richie mentioned, please feel free to sign up for your interest if you want to learn a little bit more about our Amazon Global Selling Program. So essentially, through all of the power of advertising and building up your strategy and the channels, you will probably still want to find a marketplace or program, a specific target consumer place to be able to direct your traffic and then to continue to build your businesses. So maybe if I can take over the screen really quickly, Richie, I think for today, I don't have enough time to honestly go through all of the details on what does it mean to sell on the Amazon Global Selling Program, what does the US consumer market look like. But if you're interested to learn a little bit more, I just want to do a really quick plug-in on an upcoming event that we're hosting in Amazon Singapore office on expanding your horizon in international e-commerce space, where we would get into more details on the introduction on US market landscape, talking about building up your international presence. Why do you want to start with the US market? What does the landscape look like? We'll share some key statistics, and then going through the key consideration to set up your cross-border e-commerce businesses with Amazon program. And then more importantly, the importance of being compliant in the US market. And then we'll have partners who can come and network. So it's on the 17th of November. If you're interested to drop by, please do register your interest with us as well with the QR code at the bottom. I will also share the sign up link really quickly in the group chat as well. So feel free to sign up and leave us your interest. And we look forward to share more, talk to you more, and see you there at the event. All right, I think that wrap up all of the session from Amazon side of things. And with that, I will hand it over to our next speaker, Genghis, who is a co-founder of Pakistan Trading, an experienced Amazon seller and a services provider. I have the pleasure to speak at another event with Genghis before. I think he has one of the most fascinating career and life experiences I've ever encountered. So without further ado, I'll hand it over. Yeah.
Great. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm going to be sharing a quick slide deck, super quick. I'm going to hopefully only take about 5 minutes of your time, and we're going to be talking a little bit about AI and more specifically ChatGPT for Amazon. So just a quick introduction to our company. I co-founded Pankism almost 10 years ago, and we are a full-service supply chain company, and we basically specialize in moving goods, consumer goods from Thailand into the US and more specifically into the Amazon marketplace through FBA, and we're also an Amazon partnered carrier. So not only that, but we also sell on Amazon, and we've been selling on Amazon for a good almost 10 years now. So when we talk about AI, which is something that's absolutely revolutionized how we sell on Amazon, we mainly talk about ChatGPT and also Midjourney and Runway, which are two graphics programs that we also heavily use. And then to a lesser extent, Bard AI, which is now coming onto the scene, and that's Google's entry into AI. So without further ado, we're going to talk a little bit about how we use, because we're based in Thailand, for our staff, ChatGPT for translations, how we use it for listings optimization. We'll touch very briefly on Google Bard, and then, of course, Midway and Runway ML. Okay, please take a lot of screenshots, especially because we have a lot of our ChatGPT prompts that we use to optimize our Amazon listings, titles, product descriptions, search words. And you feel free to take them, manipulate them and use them for your own products. And just to give you a couple of easy prompts that you can use on ChatGPT, one that our staff uses a lot is, for example, please translate the following Thai text into English using a semi-casual tone. That's pretty much a very common one we use. And then of course, rewording. So the next prompt of ours starts off with, please reword my following product description. And then you just fill in what you have right now. Here's a screenshot of a more complex sort of prompt that we use on ChatGPT. And we're asking it to now improve my product listing for Amazon.com. And then we list all the bullet points that we currently have. And we tell it to, add a little bit of flair, add a few more words, maybe add an emoji or two. And then the result that we get is so good that in many cases, we just copy paste it directly into our product listing itself. So just to give you an idea, we actually did A/B testing within Amazon Seller Central on our products. And the ChatGPT enhanced listings beat our own, human written ones 2 out of 3 times in terms of conversions and sales. And so that pretty much settled it for us that we're going to be using this software for quite some time. Not only do we use it for the listings, but we also use it for search terms. So you can actually tell it, for example, to print out some relevant long tail keywords. And so these are long-term, long tail keywords that you can plug into your, not only your product descriptions, but also your advertising. So, I know we briefly talked about advertising just in the previous session, but you can actually use these words and then bid on them manually and see how they do for you as well. So we use that as well. Once again, don't forget to take a screenshot. And then now with the more recent version of ChatGPT, which has data analysis, that's really awesome. You're actually able to upload files directly into ChatGPT and then have it manipulate the data for you. So just to give you a quick screenshot of what we did, we downloaded our Amazon sales data as a CSV straight from our Seller Central account. We uploaded it into ChatGPT, and then we asked it to basically analyze the data for us. And, this is just a very simple one where we just asked it to analyze our top 5 products and then draw us a pie chart, and it was able to do that. And then, of course, you can take it to the next level and then, ask it to maybe, find ways to optimize your listings or maybe find a better price point for your products and so on and so on. All right, not only that, but within ChatGPT, especially the latest version, you're now starting to see plugins. So if you think of like your cell phone, your Apples or your Androids that have app stores, well, ChatGPT has its own version of sort of an app store, the plugin store. And these are some free and some paid for plugins that you can now add in that will, basically plug into ChatGPT. And there's already one for Amazon that summarizes listings. And so we use this, for example, if you want to spy on our competitors, if you want to see, hey, what are their weak points or what are their strong points so that we can go up against them. And you can now throw a link in there and it will summarize, let's say 100, 200 reviews that your competitor may have. And it will sort of give you kind of like a bird's eye, wave top view of your competitor. So, just a quick thoughts on ChatGPT. We highly recommend a professional account. We've been using it. We use it for its plugins. We use it to data analyze. We use it to do our titles. We use it to help enhance our keywords. We've already shown that it's worked within our company anyway for A/B testing. And more recently, which is really cool, ChatGPT can link up and you can really embed it into Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, which in turn can be linked up directly into your Amazon Seller Central account. So, the software pipeline already exists where ChatGPT can theoretically control your Amazon Seller Central account, including your pricing, your bids on ads, and even your listings, and have it do it autonomously. And I'm sure there's going to be software that's going to be coming out over the next several months that actually does an even smoother job of that. So that's going to be pretty much the future of a lot of Amazon sellers, definitely us. It's almost like having, an extra staff to help you enhance your listings. Real quick, I'm going to try to get through this in a minute. Bard also does a lot of the same thing that ChatGPT does. So please, play around with that. They're pretty good From our own experience, ChatGPT is still slightly better, but Bard is definitely worth experimenting with. Here's just another screenshot showing us using Bard to get some 20 long tail keywords for a listing. Once again, final thoughts. We don't think Bard is quite as good as ChatGPT yet, but it is free. So that is the huge bonus. Plus it has internet access. Okay, let me just give you a quick glimpse into graphics. So we use Midjourney. You can look it up on midjourney.com for those of you that are unfamiliar. We think it's currently the most powerful AI image generator right now. And one example of how we use it is to design packaging. So we may just put in a prompt that says, hey, imagine packaging for such and such product, and see how they do it. In the past, we would use Pinterest. And now, with Midjourney, we found that it's even more powerful and quicker, and it can be more personalized. And kind of like ChatGPT now, you can upload images. So you can upload your product image into Midjourney and then have it try to manipulate or have it use that as sort of a seed to generate images. Here's some examples. On the left, we use this fun example of sort of the elephant pants because there's so many Amazon Thailand sellers that sell it, just to get some photography ideas. On the right, our company owns a ceramics factory. So, just to get some plating ideas or some ideas on how to display our ceramic ware through Midjourney. Here's another screenshot of an example. And then, as final thoughts on just the graphics, it's definitely a game changer for sure. So definitely, we highly recommend that you experiment with using Midjourney, which is a good segue into the other software. And the last thing I'll talk about today, which is Runway ML. So Runway ML is currently free with limited use, and similar to Midjourney, you can generate images with it, but it has a couple of interesting features in that it's better suited for editing images than Midjourney. You can, of course, do image generation, but what's interesting is they have a background generator. And so it's gotten a lot better. This is an old screenshot. The newer ones are much better. So you could take a product that you intend to sell on Amazon and you have no idea how to make a nice lifestyle image for it because maybe it's outside your budget or you don't have fancy lighting equipment and so on. And you can actually put it in a program like Runway and then have it generate a fun sort of lifestyle background, which you can use for your enhanced brand content. You can use for your lifestyle photos and your advertising on Amazon Seller Central. Here's just some examples. This is a really old slide deck, so the graphics have since then improved. Here's another example where we had a sort of a small image, and then we asked the software to expand it into a full-on room lifestyle image, and it did quite a good job. So you can sort of see the potential of this software. And that concludes this short presentation. Feel free to contact us. These links, please bookmark them. And of course, I hope you took a lot of screenshots.
Thank you. Thank you, Denji. That's wow, the A/B testing, that number was amazing. 2/3 of the time it means a human.
2/3.
Wow.
Yeah, we tried about 30 listings too, so it's definitely a lot.
Wow, where does that leave us, man? Okay, I mean I'm into paid advertising. Okay, I want the next speaker. I'll pass over to the next speaker. Is Nidhi. She'll be talking about the tools for image and video generation. So Nidhi.
So first and foremost, thank you so much for having me here, Team MRCity. I'm absolutely delighted to be here speaking alongside some of the most highly respected individuals in the industry. I have an exciting session planned to help small businesses grow with some cool AI hacks. But I think before that, I'll quickly give an intro about Shopmatic. And for that, I'll just share my screen. 1 second. Okay. I hope all of you are able to see the screen. Okay, so first and foremost about Shopmatic, I think so basically we're an e-commerce builder. So anybody who wants to sell online can actually sell online with the help of Shopmatic. We literally, you can make a web store in minutes. Literally in minutes. It's easier than making a social media page, in fact, I would say. So I must say you guys should try it on. And also, it is not just a web store. In 2015, back when we started with an idea of enabling small businesses, especially to be able to sell online with a user-friendly interface. Then gradually, as we moved forward, as we evolved over the last 8-9 years, we actually realized where all people actually want to also sell, like social chat, social media chat, marketplaces like Amazon, and of course the web store as well. So there's a single checkout link option on our platform, and you can simply send it, whether it's WhatsApp or Instagram or anything, basically. So yeah, so we are more than a web store builder. We actually help you sell on other platforms as well. This is just one of the examples of our merchants actually. And so whether it's a shipping integration that you're looking for or a payment gateway integration, everything is there on the platform. Like, you don't need to go to multiple places to actually find stuff. You can actually find all of it together at one place. So it has all the essentials required to create a web store, to start a web store for your business. And in fact, thanks to the Singapore government, PSG actually powered by IMDA, they actually help small businesses sell online with the help of a web store. How? So if you're looking to create a web store, but probably you don't have the adequate resources to start a web store, PSG can actually provide you with up to 50% subsidy to create a web store with Shopmatic. So you can actually take a screenshot or scan this code to register yourself for a PSG program. Okay, I think a lot has been covered about Shopmatic. I would start quickly, since we are already hard pressed on time now. I'll quickly tell you about how to actually enhance images with AI. Sareen very kindly showed us all the steps to actually, whether it's a product description or any sort of content, with the help of ChatGPT, how can we actually crack it? So I think, so if you're building a web store, so obviously we provide you with the prerequisites, but there are things that you need to provide as a seller. Things like a logo, a product banner, a website banner, product images. So all these things, basically, all the creative requirements to start a web store. I'm here to tell you all the cool, quick hacks that you can actually use it. And most of the tools are absolutely free, by the way. Okay. So we'll start with the logo. I mean, we start with a brand name, and then we start with we think of a name, and then we start with a logo, right? So this is how you can actually do it with the help of Bing image generator. So basically, what will you do? So for example, let's just assume you're starting a bakery business or a cafe. So then, and the name is, let's just name it the Brew Box. Okay. So now you can actually take help of ChatGPT as well there if you are stuck and if you're not able to decide on a name. So you can actually take the help of ChatGPT there. But if there are prompts, there are commands that we need to give to AI. So what should we actually give here, and how can actually AI surprise us with the amazing results? So for prompt also, in fact, I have another tool that can actually help you with it. So that's called Gravity Write, app.gravitywrite.com. You can actually go on search, just type logo, so logo design ideas, the Gravity Write actually helps us with prompts that we can give to the AI tools. And in fact, this is also an AI tool only. So yes. So for example, the product is, as I said, bakery, fashion. If there's anything, if there's a request from the audience, I'd be happy to address it and put it here. Otherwise, I'll just go on with bakery. Okay. So I will just do a cafe then, a coffee place then. Okay. So as I said, the name, the brew box. I am okay. Describe your business. So how would one actually describe it? Let's say we are a small business owner who owns a cafe shop in the middle of Singapore. In the center of Singapore, let's write that. And who do we cater to? Because, you know, the brand language has to be such, if it's luxury or if it's affordable. So let's say we are affordable. We are an affordable coffee brand who caters to the college goers, and who come to us for coffee every day. Very layman language. We don't have to be anything very fancy or anything here. Come to us for coffee every day. And of course, a little about the product. So we have already mentioned like the 4 P's, right? So price we have already mentioned, place we have already mentioned. So what is the product? So we basically we brew coffee from Vietnamese beans. Let's say that we brew coffee from, because the coffee is quite famous in Vietnam, Vietnamese. So let's write that. Okay, that's it. It can be like, you know, it can be more concise also, but the more elaborate, the better. So let's create content. Let's create the prompt that we can actually give. Okay, so within 3 seconds, it has already started us giving the prompts. So one is, let's choose the first one, a logo design of a modern coffee cup with steam rising from it, surrounded by coffee beans. The cup is designed with clean lines and sleek silhouette, representing the affordable and contemporary aspect of the coffee brand. The color scheme consists of warm browns and bold oranges, evoking the rich flavors of Vietnamese coffee. This sounds pretty good to me. But if it doesn't for you, you can actually regenerate the content again and again until you find the one that actually fits what you've thought of. So then we go back to the Bing image generator here. And of course, I was already logged in. You just have to simply log in. But it's a free tool again. It's free till an extent only. But so let's, okay, we've given the prompt. Now we are creating it. I'm very excited to see the results. AI sometimes gives the funniest and the nicest results. Wow. Did I write Coffee Stare as the name? Okay. Okay, so we can actually here, I had written the brew box, but we can actually write here the brand name also. The brand name is the brew box. We can actually write in the prompt, mention it in the prompt. I didn't mention it. So let's just, okay, so let's keep our cafe's name as Coffee Stare then. I really liked the logo. If there's any other logo that you guys like, maybe you can tell in the chat box. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. If there's anything that you guys like, I can download the same one. 2. Sunil says 2. Elena. Okay, then I think then let's do 2. Okay, that's all. It's downloaded. Isn't it amazing? So we have downloaded it here, as you can see. And now we can use it on our social media, for our banners. We'll see how. Okay. So now our brand name is Coffee Sloan. Very different and nice name. Okay, this I've already mentioned, the prompt. Next, we move to website banners. So, if you go on any website, for example, you go here, and then you will see a lot of merchants. And let's just say we choose this eco-conscious farm to market. Okay. So, on a website, people will actually have a lot of like banners. Sometimes, they're coming up with something new, a sale banner or a new product launch banner. So there are a lot of banners that people actually put. You can see here. So, and then there are smaller banners also like these. So we need all of this to actually create a website, right? So now, how do we actually make the banner? Of course, I mean, all of you must have heard about Canva. So let's go to Canva. Okay. So Canva, again, I'm already logged in, but you can sign up for a free account and log yourself in. So now, as I said, a banner, right? A website banner. So we type here, banner. So there are multiple options. Canva spoils you with multiple options, multiple design templates. But let's just write website banner. Okay, cool. So we write website banner. And I'm just waiting for it to open. Okay, or we can actually go here also and just write here. There are two options, landscape and portrait. So we go here, create a design also we can go, either or. So we go here, and now we want to make a coffee banner, right? For a brand, the Coffee Sloan. So we just type coffee, and then you will actually see multiple options come here. Some are paid, some are free. Let's just choose this. Okay. So now, so whatever is paid, you will actually, get a message for that. So now we actually, so this looks quite nice. So we let this be. Need a break with, first and foremost, let's put that image here, the logo that we just created actually. Let's do that. We go here, we upload. There's so much that you can do, but I'll keep it short. So then, need a break with coffee, or you can just say just launched Vietnamese coffee. For example, this is the logo, and we actually, we can set it up as in how we want it. We can move this. We can just, in fact, remove this also if it's not required. There's so much we can do. We can change the font, right? We can make the, what's your brand language? It depends on that. You want to keep things, a little conversational. So you can choose those fonts. You want to keep things a little formal. So you can choose that. So there are multiple options actually that you can choose. So let's just choose, actually, whatever. So this is okay. This looks fine to me. You can actually change the text color, etc. You can have your own brand color, whatever color you choose. You can actually keep choosing the same color by putting in the number here. Or if it's a random blue, so we write blue or whatever. Like let's do brown actually. So we do brown. So see, this is brown. This is the brand logo. Just launched Vietnamese coffee. The brand logo is also there. We can do however we want to do. This we want to remove. We remove it completely. this we want to move the coffee beans, etc. We can actually do that and shift our logo on the top right, and we can actually do it uniformly for all our posts, and so on and so forth. We can keep doing this. Isn't this amazing? And then you can actually put, there's so much you can play with here. There are elements, different elements you can add about coffee beans, which is all free. For example, a coffee cup. You want to add more coffee beans, another coffee cup, there are a few videos that you will actually get. So all this you can actually use to create a banner. Isn't this great? Just send a thumbs up if you are loving this technique, and you go on share, and then that's all you have to do. Whatever size you are looking at, you can actually change the size, but it's advisable to change the size initially when you have started to make it, and then that's it. So since this is premium content, we've not removed all of this, which is why it's this thing, but otherwise you can just simply go here and download it. Okay, so I have quite a few messages in the chat box. We use it for our kitchenware. Amazing, Sushank. You use a paid Canva account. No, it's not a paid Canva account actually. Canva will be a best alternative. Then, okay. Awesome. Then we go next. Okay. So then, as I mentioned already, camera, whether it's a bakery business or a kitchenware business, as Sushank mentioned, or it's a home furnishing brand or a clothing, anything and everything, you can find options on Canva for your design requirements. Then, as I said, Canva or any of these AI tools, they make your life easier, but yeah. Okay. So how to create a visually appealing product image? So product description, Sareen already mentioned. So I'll quickly tell you about a visually appealing product image. So, when you're starting out, our common concern is that, we have, we are just starting out. I don't want to spend so much money on my photo shoot. I don't want to, because, there's so much else that I need to put my resources in. I don't want to. And plus, there are so many product options. I don't have the bandwidth to actually keep doing these photo shoots. So in that case, what do? AI has made our lives so simple. I'll tell you how. So basically here, as you can see, it was a perfume bottle lying at my home. I just took it on my table. Wow, the light is here. I'll turn on my camera as well. Okay, so what I did was I just took a picture. I will show you. So this tool is called Flare.ai. So I go here, I create a new project. I go to place a product inside here. Since I was trying a couple of stuff, you will see stuff here, but don't see them, else surprise element will go. Okay. So we go on assets. We upload a product photo. So in this case, it was this perfume bottle. If there's anything you want to send, I can actually use that image also. And then we go and we put this image. Okay. I'll just quickly go. Yeah, it's here. So it says click remove to remove the background, click skip to go to the next step. But obviously we would like to remove the background because we've clicked it on a random piece of furniture, right? So I'll say remove it. And now we have to describe the product in the image. So it's a blue perfume bottle. AI has already generated it on its own. So we don't need to make any changes here. Okay, awesome. So as you can see, the background has been removed, right? Now we actually go on the generate section. We go on templates and then we go on editor. So we can simply go to editor. You can see the product name is already mentioned. It's called a blue perfume bottle. Placement is, maybe you guys can actually tell, you guys can be as imaginative as you guys want to be. In fact, this AI tool only gives us options of what all tools we can actually use. Just 1 second. Okay. So this, I was trying multiple stuff. So it's all there. I'll remove it. Yeah. So on a circular platform, how do you, so you can actually imagine how do you want the feel to be of this picture. So whether you want a rugged look or how your brand language is, that only you would know, right? There's so many, I just forget, don't even know what that. Okay, I'll be addressing all the answers in the end. Okay. So placement on. So marble surface, reflective surface. If there's any thing in the chat you guys want to put, I can put. Otherwise, I'll be as imaginative as I'd like to be. So whether it's a white rock, I think white rock is a good option. Dressing table. Okay. If that's an option, we can use it. So so the dressing table exactly is not an option, but yeah, so we have to make do with a platform then. So let's just a marble surface then should do, surrounded by bubbles. Then in front of the ocean and the blue skies with clouds. It sounds interesting. Let's use that. And that's it. Here you will also get an option actually to decide how many number of results you want to generate with the help of AI. Let's go with 1 for now because it's going to be faster. Okay, generate. Let's see. And then we can, as we go on, we can actually keep changing, according to our requirement. And we'll also know, we'll get a hang of the tool and we'll know what is actually going to look good for us. Or you can just close your eyes, imagine how you want it to be, and then just type it out. There's so many tools that actually helps you do this. But Flare makes it easier. It just gives you options. A, B, C, D, E, F. So it actually makes your life easier. You don't have to do all the imagination bit also. So that's quite cool. Wow. This is quite cool, right? Isn't this amazing? And we can actually, keep generating different images. So I'll tell you. Let's just download this for now. I just got a message saying we are running, we've used quite some time. So isn't it amazing, guys? Isn't this beautiful? Is it not giving it a luxury look? So whatever your product may be, you can actually place it here and it will look amazing. And there's so many options that you can actually try with. And the best part is you might think that, somebody else, a competitor of mine or, a small business like mine, they might, I'm outsourcing my products and I'm selling it. So they might use the same tool and then, the outcome could be same. No, it's not. It actually is not. AI just amazes me because, and it will surprise you as well because it has a different outcome each time with similar prompts as well. I'll show you. tried with the whole bubble and the clouds thing, and just look at the result. Isn't it beautiful? And this result came in literally just one prompt, where I had put everything related to nature on a glacier. Okay. The Eddie, I'll be addressing all the questions. Shift the bottle to to the. I think, you know, it's more for small businesses to use it for themselves instead of us using for clients, actually, I'd say. And okay. Okay, I'll go next. And I'll be taking up all the questions in the end. So this, I think, due to the lack of time, I think we'll quickly, or should we just tell you, do you guys have time? Should I just explain? This will take another 2 minutes, or should we just move on to the question and answer session? Drop a yes if you guys want to learn more, or otherwise we can actually, we've taken quite some time, so we can actually learn, give, carry on. Okay, awesome. Okay, so then I'll quickly tell you this one more hack as well. So usually my designer friends actually, you know, face this in India, that they actually draw stuff, they make stuff and all, but then, and here everybody wants to kind of see, like, you know, what was the inspiration, what was the design, and then what was the final result, to actually be in touch with the design. If somebody is buying something really expensive, or say not very expensive also, but something if they're buying, they get a feel of something more customized if they see the sketch, and then they have that feeling that, okay, it's not like copied. So let's just doodle something, a product basically. If there's any recommendation that you want me to draw, something easy, I'm not a designer, so something easy, if there's anything, I can actually draw it here, and you can tell me. A shirt. Okay, Ankur, I'll go with the shirt. Let's say a white shirt. Okay, please spare me for my amazing drawing, but let's say it's a Peter Pan collar. Okay. And then we draw it. And then we make buttons also. So these are, let's say, we can put actually, you know, we can put a flower also. And people who actually use these, they can actually. So so I've created a white shirt, and then I just write a prompt also, white shirt with Peter Pan collar, and embellished buttons. I think it might be a little difficult for AI, but let's just see. And what style? We can actually choose style also. So you want that sketch to be photographic, fantasy art, digital art. So you name it and they have it. Let's go with line art, because I think it's okay. It's since I've used it multiple times, I think probably now finally it's asking for let's just go with no style and let AI do. Oh, okay. I'm not able to do it right now, guys, because I've used it quite a lot over these months. So probably now it's asking me to upgrade it to a premium thing. But I'm sure, like, for some of the products, you can actually use this tool. It's amazing. I will show one result since we are already here that I made. So this was a white shirt with a proper standard collar and some buttons here. And this was a blue kaftan And this was like I showed you different styles for different sketches, like photographic, etc. So this was line art, and this was a picturesque photographic style, this thing. And it also gives you a model. In fact, it was just amazing. So yes, and it gave all the details also, all the feathers and all that I had written in the prompt, all of it came. So it was quite cool. So yes, that's it. And of course, to say the least, I mean, if there's any image from the scratch that you want AI to make, AI will make. Just make the descriptive text as elaborate as possible, and AI will actually surprise you with its results. If there's anything you want me to try, I can try. And yes, that's all. Thank you so much for today's session. I think I had a blast learning all the amazing stuff from everybody today. So thank you so much for your time. And we stretched it quite a bit, like almost half an hour. So all of you giving your valuable time today, I'm actually thrilled. Thank you so much. And of course, if there's a web store you're looking to create, you can actually scan the QR code. And yes, that's all. Or you can just take a picture now. Now we'll be addressing all the questions that you guys might have had. We've missed quite a few questions. So if there's anything, you can tell us and we'll be happy to address. MRCity team and Shopmatic team will be happy to address the answers with all your concerns.
Yeah.
I'll stop
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi. Yeah, I think everybody would have found it useful with many amazing tools that we see that we
Correct.
saw today. Yeah. So now we open some FAQ, and maybe first let Serene just describe to you about the course that she teaches, because today the whole overall is about the e-commerce. We just very short one, a short description of the e-commerce course at University, and then we will open the floor to questions you might like to ask any of the speakers here. Over to you, Serene.
Thank you. Do you guys see my screen? Can see? Just get a heads up from you. And yeah, do you see it?
I think it's at Nidhi's screen, is it?
E-commerce course 3-day?
Okay,
Okay.
can.
Okay, thank you. Wonderful, amazing. I also had a blast today. I mean, learning a lot from all the speakers. I think, thank you, Inyao. Before we didn't thank him. He is the man that put together this program. Not easy to get 4 or 5 speakers together. So please thank Inyao, okay? So for us at Immacity, what you learned today, in fact, we would deep dive, right? There's one course that we teach and we painstakingly have put together, and that is the e-commerce course. Now, in this e-commerce course, you will learn 4 things, right? First thing, we definitely would want to teach you how to build a site, right? So we are using Shopmatic. We will teach you how to build a website, handhold you to build a website using Shopmatic platform, right? On that same day itself, the first day, we will teach you what are the various e-commerce. So there's social commerce as well, right? On TikTok, for example, right? There is other forms of commerce, marketplaces, right? Amazon, right? And also perhaps directly on your website, right? So we will teach the whole realm, what are the various e-commerce type. We also will deep dive into teaching you the different e-commerce model, like drop shipping, branding or reselling, right? And then we'll then teach you how to do market research, how to choose the product you should sell, to be data driven. And then on that same day, we'll teach you how to build the site, all right, using Shopmatic. That's day 1, okay? Second day, of course, search engine is important, right? We didn't talk about SEM today. We didn't have the time, right? So we'll teach you how to do SEM app. Okay, not only the step-by-step we handhold, right, how to launch it, but really in terms of the very basic. Why do we need SEM? And sometimes SEM work for certain product, right, in terms of the cost metrics, some it doesn't, right? So we will really teach you the mathematics stuff in terms of whether it's worth paying, right, to do up an SEM app, and how do you scale your business, right? So you put together a wonderful course for you and handhold you SEM. The third day, of course, is what I mentioned today, a little bit, a glimpse of it, which is the SEO. So I saw quite a lot of questions just now on SEO, right? So we will deep dive in, handhold the various aspects of offline technical SEO. We'll talk all about that as well. Right. At the end of the day, there's even like group exercise to teach you guys how to write meta description, page title, anchor text link, alternate text, and all these things we didn't mention today, right? So we will teach you on that day. So it's very hands-on, very practical SEO course. And sometimes for trainers, we will incorporate AI tools, right? We can't be doing a lot, but we will choose the essential one to teach, so that at least you guys are the early adopters to learn AI and use AI to apply into our e-com. Okay, so there you go, 3 days, very intensive course. One day you're learning one platform, okay, and we handhold you, so not to worry, right? Okay, this one I've run through. Okay, remember to scan, if you can, the QR code. The last but not least, this is the funding support. The full cost is 1,404. SSG subsidy is 910. So if you have your SkillsFuture credit left minus your SkillsFuture, you pay $0. Okay. If you do not have money in your SkillsFuture account, of course there is a cash balance, right, for 94. But then you can use the NTUC UTAP, all right, and the whole 3 days cost is only 247. All right, so do scan, keep in touch with the team under Ing Yao, and I think the team, Ing Yao and Stephanie, will be able to help you. Okay, so scan the QR code here for the next course that we are running. And that's where we will teach you everything here that was presented. And with that, should I pass back to you, Ing Yao? There are many questions here, even from my side. All speakers related.
Yeah, maybe I let you choose a few. Needy also, maybe if you like to.
So maybe one speaker we choose a few. How about that?
Yeah. Please
How
go
about
ahead.
that, huh? Okay,
Sure,
for
sure,
you.
sure.
If I happen to not see yours, so please forgive me, right? Susha mentioned how do we know our target keywords? Very easy, right? So you can use, for example, let's say you're using search engine, you can go to Google's keyword planner. That's where you type in, for example, the neck pillow, right? And all the keywords will come out. You know, even the search volume in the country. So Singapore, for example, search volume compared to Thailand, right? So you can use Google. That's the best one for search engine. Of course, if you are doing marketplace, right, then you have to use Amazon too, right? Or even a tool that is very good like Helium 10, right? To know the search volume. Okay, or you can use AI tools as well, right? So, okay, good. So I hope I explained that to you. On page and off page, clear. Off page is very simple. Okay, so on page optimization is like Google needs to know what is your page all about. So on page is like naming your page at the back end. We call it example page title. So that's part of on page, right? So that Google know this page is about neck pillow. Next page is about lower back pain pillow. Yeah, understand that's on page. Off page is like you want your pages to be linked, right? To be linked in terms of keyword. Like let's say you are in food business, nasi padang. You want to get Steffi to send a backlink to you, and the anchor text could be the best nasi padang in Singapore. The more the people link to you, that means, especially the authority side, that means you are good, you know? That means Google will push up the ranking. Okay, that's in short, yeah, but we will explain more if there is a cause. Okay, I'll move on. Maybe Ing Yao, we move on to do you see any questions for other speakers? I'm moving quite fast here. Any questions, guys, for the Amazon team? I'm trying to scroll, but if you have a question, you can just type in here. Support their seminar, yeah, on the 17th of November.
Yeah, so Yeah, on
no
the
need.
recording. Yeah, sorry.
Any question, Anya? I pass to you.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just on the let's say the links and so forth, the QR codes. No worry. Subsequently on Monday, the recording for this the video recording and the slides will be out on Monday. So you'll be able to view the yeah subsequently. Yeah. So no worries. You'll be able to find the links.
Yeah. I saw one question. Canva Pro. Canva Pro have all the AI tools lah. The Canva Magic. Or the educator account also, Eddie. You can use it. There is AI tool there. Yeah. Any questions for Nidhi? Okay. Oh yes, of
Happy
course,
to address
Elaine.
them. There were quite a few questions
There's
actually.
quite a few. Do you want to address it? I'm going to answer the last question before I pass to you. Elaine asks, I'm using Shopify for drop shipping. Can I create another account with Shop? Yeah, of course. Of course, you can create another account with Shopmatic, but it depends on your overall strategy, right? I mean, you could have two different business, isn't it? Right? So you can create one with Shopmatic. I pass to you then, Nidhi. Yeah.
Right. You already answered Elaine's question. Yeah, you can happily create an account with Shopmatic as well. There's no issue with that, Elaine. There were other questions also actually. Thank you, Nicole. Please contact us, guys. Okay. Please contact us. No. Okay, there were quite a few questions while I was talking and I was not able to see them that time. Just attend the courses and you shop. There's too many tools and overwhelming. Too many tools. Which ones to buy? Eddie, it depends on what you actually are in need of. I mean, you could maybe tell me like these are the 3 things that I'm actually looking for, and maybe we can help you with that. For now, just to begin with, you can actually try with all the tools that we mentioned, and I think Ankur also dropped in the comment section all the links also for you all to explore. And then you can probably take a call as to what to actually use. Serene, I'm actually going up. So if there's any new message, please let me know that I need to address if it's for me. Yes, the recording will be sent. Okay. Better not to share with the organization. Many will be replaced. I think people who know how to use AI will actually be replaced, not people. Like people should know AI, not people.
Yeah, you should be the early adopters so that your value go higher. And then you should put money on the table instead of taking money from the table. That means as a marketer, not only we are spending, perhaps we can be generating a new revenue stream for your company. That's where your value go higher, right? So be the early adopters, but beware that AI copyright regulation governments, they're still evolving, right? Country to country. So just be in tune with that part of the news, okay? Yeah.
Correct. Thank you, Serene. NW is tool captivating. Forgot about the time. How amazing. Such generous comments by everybody. Eddie, Sunil. I think this AI tool probably can shift the bottle to him to the left. When the client says we want to amend here and there, I already answered this one. Can we use Thurs tool for utensils showing kitchen background or real veggies? Yes, definitely you can. You can actually do that. In fact, Sushant, if I had seen the message that time, I would have tried one for you that time only. But yes, you can try. It even renders a shadow effect for the perfume bottle. Yes, with a natural lighting effect. Yes, it's just amazing. How much to buy the perfume? Amazing. I want to buy the perfume already. I'm so glad you guys liked all the hacks I used on the clouds. Sorry, Woody, I didn't see it back then, but I used on the cloud. There's so many apps. Sometimes I just pay and forget, don't even know what apps I have. Not sure if there are 4 apps that one should own, like MS Office and antivirus. Yes, of course, definitely. I mean, like these are the basic to begin with MS Office. and an antivirus in your laptop. Yes, absolutely. And then AI tools. And I think you can just create a list somewhere and just keep a track of all of it on an Excel sheet when it is going to expire, etc. It is already doing what Photoshop is doing. Yes, it's doing a lot actually. I'd agree with you. I have an educator account, which seems like no AI component. I'm not sure what this question actually means. Serene, if
Okay. There is one last question that at the same time, I think to help the team, the eMarsity team here, I'm just flashing the QR code for the course itself. Yeah. The question is, what tools do we use for SEO? Use ChatGPT lah. Okay, ChatGPT. Yeah. And then I pass back to Nidhi. Maybe we should wrap up in the next 1-2 minutes. So if you have burning questions, maybe you can just type in your questions for us for the next 1-2 minutes. And then before we pass it back to Eng Yao to wrap up, okay? Just give us last 1-2 minutes. Any last questions for us?
Kong has a question for you. ChatGPT's updated content, right?
Oh, okay, good question. So now, of course, if you're using the paying version, the accuracy goes higher. But no matter what, you have to check the accuracy. And when we are using AI tools, sometimes the phenomenon we call is called hallucination, right? Sometimes you don't get the actual data. So you really have to check. So even like writing articles, I will do the first draft from AI tool, and I'll use my local editor to actually do a fact check and then localize it. That's where your value go up. If not, it's just a general article. Yeah, so must. Yes, correct. So you must also check for plagiarism. All these due diligence check, you must check. Thanks, Sunil, for the question. Yeah, our local editor is like, actual editor. That means actual writer lah. We pay an editor. We pay by article, right? So that's how we keep our headcount cost low. So last time we used to have a writer and editor. Now we can have just an editor. Okay. A lot of questions, Let's see. How do I check? So shall we continue, Eng Yao, this part?
I think maybe you just take
that last question. You choose last question. Yeah.
Sure. I think maybe
So for
the
everyone's sake.
plagiarism,
Is there a free plagiarism checking tool? Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. Yes.
There definitely is. The one that we actually, it keeps changing, but Grammarly also gives you plagiarism. There are different tools that you can actually just Google and see. SEOtools.com. There's so many available. So yeah, any content, etc., you can actually check the authenticity from there.
Okay, I think I'll take we take the last question. How do we check whether content is unique enough, right? So you have to so I'm going to stop share, okay, this part. Yeah, so remember to scan here for our course and go to eMarsity. So you have to check yourself. What do you mean by unique enough, right? So the purpose is for conversion, right? Let's say you have an article, your purpose is for page view. You want more people to read it, right? Or your conversion is click-through rate. Click to your landing page to buy, right? So your purpose is click-through rate, right? So unique enough for the purpose of what? For the purpose of people clicking into your product page, or for lead gen or something like that. So you have to be very clear what is the objective of whatever you're writing, article or landing page or product description page and things like that. So you have to be very clear. And then you start to think whether, hey, unique enough for click-through rate, right? How do we get people to click there? Do I provide enough value for my audience, right? So that they will click there. Okay. So that's a very important question. Not only value, do I provide enough trust? Right, you want people to buy, you have to provide enough trust. So that's where testimonies and things like that comes in. Okay, so that's the part where the human cannot be replaced.
Strategy.
Okay, back to you, Eng Yao, then to wrap. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid maybe we can't take all the questions. But I hope everyone found this webinar useful. Really, various areas of content and SEO. We have Amazon ads. Yeah, we hope to be able to arrange more webinars. Maybe direct. Maybe just Needy alone. Shopmatic. We can get Amazon. We can talk specific on Amazon ads, Amazon SEO, and so forth. Yeah, but yes. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you. So we look forward to seeing you in our next webinars. If you have already signed up, you'll be receiving the updates on the various new webinars coming up. So we hope you can
for
join us.
eCommerce when, Aya, the next course coming in
Uh,
November?
3 weeks. The next course. Wow, next course. Oh, give me a second. Next course will be November 15, 16, 17. Yes,
Yeah.
that will be the next class.
Yeah. Every month we have some. So thanks everyone, guys. Lovely class. Wish I can see your face. The engagement is good, right, Nidhi? So
Yes.
thank you so much. Enjoy and sleep well tonight.
Have a good night. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
the speakers also. Thank you, Sari. Thank you, Nidhi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Hope to see you
Bye.
guys face to face. Yep.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.